Tomahawk chop working early on here tonight. The Braves have chopped out 4 runs on 5 hits off Kirk Reeder, including back-to-back home runs by Lopez and Castilla to begin the 2nd inning, and Lopez will lead off the 4th. Strike 1. Lopez only hit 11 home runs during the regular year, but already a pair of homers in the first 2 games of this series.
I said this about it before his first at bat when he just hammered that ball into the seats. I really think he should have had better numbers in this. He had some nagging injuries, but this is his 9th season. He's had trouble in all 9 of those seasons establishing himself as a hitter because he doesn't have a very good knowledge of the strike zone. Good bad ball hitter, but he swings at too many bad balls.
Served into center field, a base hit by Lopez. Really, Bobby Cox, many believe, has done his best job ever as a skipper. And you're talking about a guy who's won 11 consecutive divisional championships. They revamped their entire bullpen. Then they started the year with Dave Martinez, Javier Lopez, Mark DeRosa, Marcus Giles, Henry Blanco, all on the DL. B.J. Surhoff became their everyday first baseman. Then he was lost for the year. They've used 6 different second basemen. So you get a look at John Sherholtz,
one of the most shrewd general managers in all of baseball, and has been for a number of years.
Brave fans aware that Rafael Furcal had a terrible start. Gary Sheffield hurt 3 times. Vinny Castilla did next to nothing offensively.
Julio Franco a bad start as well.
And yet the Braves, winners of 101 games. 1-0 to Castilla. 2-0.
One of the reasons why I give John Sherholtz as much credit as I do is because in 1992 I actually played for the Braves, but Brave fans don't even know that because I was so bad. Sherholtz released me before anyone realized I was actually on the team.
2-0, and he's tardy. He wasn't back in the 2nd inning.
This ball up and out over, and trying to sneak a high fastball past Vinny Castilla is like trying to sneak a chocolate chip cookie past my 4-year-old daughter. It ain't happening.
Now she wanted Dad to say hello to her tonight.
Yeah, I was supposed
There's
to wave
your
to
opening.
him. Yeah. Daddy, could you wave to me on TV tonight? Sure, honey.
Well, I mean, it doesn't matter what job you work. If you work in television, everybody's kid wants him to say hi.
Exactly.
Right?
You got it.
2-1 on Vinny Castilla. 3 balls and a strike. Dangerous territory here for Reeder. DeRosa waits in the on-deck circle. He had a bloop double and scored on the single by Furcal in the 3-run 2nd inning.
Vinny has to stay focused right here. He can air it out if he wants, but he still has to think opposite field gap if he's going to.
Ball 4. Strike 1 on Mark DeRosa.
Willie Beeman. President Jimmy Carter at the game the other day, and Willie Beeman today.
That'd be a good look for you.
Yeah, be a good look for somebody.
2 on, nobody out. Atlanta trying to add to a 4-1 lead, and the Braves will. Rounding third and scoring is Lopez. Castilla on to third. They're going to wave him around. On his way to third, DeRosa. And Atlanta extends the lead to 5. 3 innings matches the shortest outing of the entire year for Kirk Reeder. Went 3 in an interleague loss to Toronto. 0-1.
Well, Tommy Glavine, Kirk Reeder type pitchers in this series have not fared well. Have not been as sharp as they have been in the regular season. I think both guys would admit that they left balls out over the plate. Both teams that beat those pitchers didn't hit all the balls hard, but certainly tonight the Braves have hit quite a few balls hard.
Infield in, 0-1 to Millwood.
Whoa.
Broken bat, look out. It goes into foul ground. Thankfully, everybody's okay. Stayed out of the way. 1 gone, and the runner DeRosa remains at third. Infield in for called bats from the left side, and a check swing and a miss.
You got to put the ball in play hard somewhere in this situation with a guy on third base. Get him in.
Furcall got him in on a little pop-up that dropped in among Kent, Aurelia, and Lofton with a drawn-in infield back into second inning.
I stand corrected then. I guess you don't have to hit it that hard.
1-1. Heck no. Well, you ought to know all about that anyway.
About not hitting the ball hard?
I shouldn't have done it.
Hey, when I got my bat order, I used to look for knots in it. Everybody else looks for knots in their bats right in the hitting area on the barrel of the bat. I used to look for them on the handle and at the very end of the bat because that's where I was going to hit them.
DeRosa at third, infield in, 1-1 from Ibar. Paints the outside corner. Good pitch there to get ahead. Ibar has to be pinching himself. You mentioned he bounced around so much despite having a live arm. That's what everybody says about a guy like Ibar, and there are many others like him. That sooner or later that proverbial light will come on. Spent most of the year in AAA. Only 15 games with the Giants. He's on the postseason roster. 2-2. DeRosa, a 2-run triple here in the 2-run Atlanta 4th inning. Braves lead the Giants 6-1. Giants lead the series 1-0. Strike 3 call.
Boy, I envied the guys that say, boy, Jody Reed, who played for the Red Sox. I used to say, Jody, how do you lay off those nasty sliders? He is a right-handed hitter. I look for the spin of the ball. If it's spinning like a slider, I don't swing at it. I'm like, you're lying to me because I never saw the spin on the ball one time in my life. I had 20/10 vision. Those guys, those are called baseball players.
Oh, yeah. Julio Franco has walked, scored, and grounded out to third, and that one off the glove of Santiago will roll back to the screen. It's 7-1 Atlanta. Gotta wonder if there wasn't a cross-up on the sign there.
I think absolutely it was a cross-up. I think you're going to see Santiago walk straight out to Ibar and have a little chat. Maybe not. There's no question. He's looking for something to break, and that ball just kept tailing up and in on Franco, and Franco was a little surprised. He was taking that pitch all the way.
But it's ruled a pass ball. Boy, that's a tough pass ball on Santiago.
You got to think about it. If you're a catcher and you're waiting for a ball to break, and it's supposed to come at about 80 miles an hour, 78 miles an hour, and you get something straight that's coming at 90, that'll rock your world a little bit back there.
1-1 on Franco. High and tight, 2 balls and a strike.
Look at where Santiago is going to set up. Down and away, looking for something to break, and all of a sudden you get a fastball up and in. That even hit off of the umpire's face mask.
Yeah, how would you like to be Paul Emmel?
Yeah, wake up back there.
Saw the catcher set up down and away. You're thinking, okay, and then take one off the nose.
And I think Emmel understands as well as anybody sitting back there as the umpire that he got crossed up, and I think that's what Santiago's saying right now. But if you want to have a tough at bat as a catcher when you come to the plate, let one get by you and let it hit the umpire. You'll have a tough at bat the next time you step up there. Santiago wants it away off of Emmel's head. Even he couldn't catch it.
Santiago charged with 7 pass balls during the regular season, but hard to give him one right there.
Well, we talk so much during these games of how kids should be watching and how they should try to do things right. Don't try it like Franco, because you're just not that strong.
Gone swinging is Franco. We're back to Atlanta after these messages from your local Fox station.